What I think about Patrick Mahomes saying Kansas City is the villains. What I think about that. Well, if you win, people always talk about they want you to win, but when you be creating a dynasty, then people got issues with you, and there's conspiracies with you, there's things with you. Do I see them as villains? No. Villains is somebody that you think is like the bad boys. They're not commercialized. It's kind of like Detroit Pistons. That was villains. You don't really have villains no more. I guess you could kind of say that Shaquille O'Neal would be considered a villain because he was mean and he would be coming hard with them dunks and them flushes. Or the Pistons were scary for some people because the cosmetics of the NBA. But football teams, as tough as football is, villains, maybe Ray Lewis, Ed Reed at the Baltimore Ravens, teams that don't have appeal, that beat you the old-fashioned way and beat you up, that's villain. Because it isn't alluring. Maybe you could say those New York Giants teams that beat Brady and with Eli Manning because there was something, even though the Giants people wanted them to beat New England, I guess New England did kind of get considered the villain role because they played kind of rough. But usually the villain role is for the ones that people just, love to loathe and they just can't stand them. Success can do that. But do I look at Patrick Mahomes as a villain when he's commercializing success? I think that the resentment, as I've seen it before, is because he's a successful black quarterback that's done things that no one thought they could do in regards. I don't necessarily think it's got so much to do with the way Kansas City is constructed as a team because they beat you with some defense, but they have finesse and they have different ways. But I think the villain is like the one that instigates in certain things. I don't look at that as the case. But he says if that means we keep going where we're supposed to be, I'll be the villain. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. See, in this day and time with pro sports, do we really see villains? Do we really see people that we just look at and go, oh, they're disgusting. I can't stand them. I remember LeBron James tried to do it with the Miami Heat when they lost to Dallas Mavericks and he tried to play the tough guy role and it didn't work. It made him look like a joke, But there are people that I guess success can make people get nauseous. I don't understand it. We love dynasties. We love success. We love when people are repeating themselves and we supposed to. It doesn't happen every day. Barry Bonds was considered a villain. He was just that great. I don't care what that other stuff people be saying. That guy was that great. Was Serena Williams a villain? You got to look at who people get called a villain and what the situation encounters, And it's the differences in so many roles. But there's a lot of stuff that goes on with the